what have you done to the van? Look at it, oh my God.
Yeah, we're kind of stuck here.
In the last 2.5 years that we've been travelling around Australia in our 4x4 Sprinter van, we've done plenty of off-road driving. Simple bush tracks, driving onto and along the beach, the red dirt roads of Central Australia, and driving along rivers in the Pilbara, even the severely corrugated roads of Cape York. And yeah, we've been stuck once or twice. One thing we'd never really done was drive in mud. Today we set off to drive the Kempe Road from Coober Pedy to Ooodnadatta. This road is sealed for the first 30 kilometres or so, and then it's over 150 kilometres of dirt. A week ago there was 50 mils of rain in 36 hours and the road was closed for a week. After sitting it out in Coober Pedy for 9 days, we were finally ready to hit the road. Good morning everyone! Finally, the weather is fine and we are saying farewell to Coober Pedy.
And the roads are apparently fine. So yeah, we'll take it easy. We're in no rush. We're going to fill the water up, top up the fuel, get some more groceries and hit the road.
We've had an awesome time here in Coober Pedy. We've actually spent 9 days here, so yeah, it's time to move on.
Time to go.
Let's do it. Look how green the desert is. Come to this. Going to do a bit of an investigation to decide which side we go down.
Right, so faced with having to get through that, I've decided to basically let the tyres down. So we'll go ahead and they're at 60, we'll take them down to 40.
Alright, well we've just got to the second nasty bog and the ruts look about a foot deep. So we're just walking it to check it out.
We'll take it through here.
Will the rear wheels be alright?
I'm more concerned about what's up there. No, I'll be alright there.
I'll go through and film it. Pretty soft. We made it through that boggy section okay. The next section looked a lot worse. What should we do?
Hey guys, well it's gone 20 past 1 here. After having left Coober Pedy, we've gotten about 80 kilometres northeast of Coober on the Kempe Road. And unfortunately we've come to a bit of a Achilles heel here. We've got a lot of water, muddy, and so we're going to bide our time, have some lunch. Hopefully a vehicle will come past, like a heavier vehicle. We don't have the best tyres on our van. Almost got bogged in the last crossing. Certainly not going to push this one, so yeah, we're kind of stuck here. Alright, so we've finally seen a vehicle. It's been almost an hour, and what's interesting is he said this is the worst part. He's roared through there in a just a four-wheel drive. I'll just get you a look at the vehicle. So we didn't catch him on film, but he went through the side that I was thinking of, but yeah, it still looks a bit dodgy. Anyway, we'll get a report from him. Yeah, there's old mate walking on what we deem to be the worst side. Yeah, he came through that side and cut across. You'd agree, eh? That right side looks pretty nasty. Yeah. And the other issue is we're like full heavy. We've got full water, full fuel. So my concern is we're just sinking.
So Nigel's out there with old mate. They're surveying the situation. Now, he did say that this is the worst section. When we put the drone up and had a look, we couldn't see anything worse. And we also heard on the phone that this was the worst. So he's come through from Ooodnadatta and says that this is the worst part. So it may well be, after chatting with him, that Nigel decides to give it a go. I'm not sure, or whether we'll wait a little bit longer, or yeah, anyway, he's the one that's got to drive, so I'll just sit here with my eyes shut. So we've been here for a couple of hours. The water level has definitely receded, but it's still very, very soft. So we're just waiting here with Vince and Pete till their mates come with 4 big vehicles, and then we're all going to drive through one after the other. We'll come through after them. It's still a little bit nerve-wracking, but safety in numbers and all that, right? Definitely feel a lot better that we've got other people here and that we're not going to do this on our own. While we were waiting for Vince and Pete's mates, another vehicle came through. It turns out that Vince and Pete are part of a group of emergency services first responders doing a charity walk. You could say they were the ideal people to get rescued by. Okay, here comes another van. Looks pretty low clearance. Yeah, can see a bunch more vehicles coming. The guy in the other van obviously saw us and thought he would be okay, not realising that we have a higher clearance 4x4 van, unlike his regular 2-wheel drive. It wasn't long before he's stuck. The craft is stuck, and here come Pete and Vince's mates, all their vehicles. So before they could come through, it was a team effort to get the guy in the 2-wheel drive out. Now we've got Nigel doing a bit of shoveling. This guy was on his own driving a 2-wheel drive van on a road that was only open to 4-wheel drives. This is what happens. He was just lucky there was someone there to help pull him out.
3, 2, 1, push! Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Give it some revs, give it some revs, give it some revs. Stop there. What happened? Don't stop, just keep going. 3, 2, 1, push! 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 Got it.
Once he was out of the way, the other vehicles could come through.
Okay, old mate in the old teamer, Dream Seeker. That's a pretty apt name, isn't it?
Dreamer,
He's a bit of a dreamer. Poor old mate, he's in a 2-wheel drive, so he's been advised to sleep the night. And, another 2-wheel drive truck, he's turning around, smart move. Meanwhile, we've got a now it's down to us. Now we've dug him out, and now we've got to think about, are we going to get across ourselves? The guys have promised they're not going to leave us behind.
And would you believe he went contrary to everyone's advice and went and got stuck again?
Can you believe it?
We said don't go
Can you-
within only 10 metres.
Can you believe it? This guy is even more of a dickhead.
Then it was time to cross through the serious puddle.
This is a real test. We're not going to risk it, I don't think, looking at that.
Oh God, I don't think I've ever felt this nervous in all my life. I couldn't even go in the van. Nigel's coming through now.
Freaking out. Alright, here we go.
Nigel the Kiwi coming through at speed. Hope he doesn't roll it, that's good. Keep going. Oh no, keep going, get full right, go, 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 go. Through the middle, next bit, and then through the middle. Yippee!
The South Australia Government is currently undertaking major floodway upgrades to this section of the Kempe Road. Well, 3 cheers for Nigel. Oh my God, that was like so scary. Got 100 kilometres to go, a couple of hours. Hopefully we get to Ooodnadatta before the pub shuts, because I think we all desperately need a beer after that. The Heart to Heart guys adopted us and we joined their convoy. With the help of the two-way radio, Prue in the vehicle in front directed us which side to go through each sketchy puddle. Copy that. But I can't show you because of all the mud on the window. Australia's hottest, driest town. So long as they've got beer, that's really all that matters. And here we are at the Pink Roadhouse. What have you done to the van? Look at it! Oh my God!
A little bit of dirt.
Check this out, guys. Filthy van, Pink Roadhouse, pink sunset. How cool is this place?
Here's this Pink Roadhouse. But check out the brown van.
It had been a big, eventful day and we were really glad to arrive in Ooodnadatta. The Pink Roadhouse is iconic and a welcome stop for travellers on the Ooodnadatta Track, which we plan to drive on the next day. But first we wanted to have a beer with our new friends and learn more about their charity walk. Awesome day, Nige. Cheers.
Bit of an epic day. Wow, what an adventure.
Look at this veggie burger. I'm just having a cheeseburger. We're having South Australian beer. Huge thanks to the team from the Heart to Heart Walk. Here's what it's all about. So Matt, can you tell us a bit about the Heart to Heart Walk?
So the Heart to Heart Walk is a group of, most of us are actually ex-emergency services or police officers. There's a couple of current serving people with us, but we're literally walking from Lambert Centre of Australia to Canberra to raise awareness of the mental health issues faced by first responders in Australia, across Australia. And some of those issues are really challenging and, we can do better for them. And there's so much that we already know about how to better care for and prevent these things that we're not doing. So that's what we're about. We're about trying to pass that message on, and it's a long way, but we'll get there.
If you'd like to join us in supporting the Heart to Heart Walk, we'll leave a link in the description below.
Yeah, going all right. Oh, Roger that. Righto. You're gonna, okay, do that, and we'll wait for you. I'll give you 2 minutes. Maybe 3. Nigel and Sue are going to join us this morning. They're a couple of friends that we met on the track yesterday.
How'd you meet them?
We met them at a little place called Lora Creek. Lora Creek was a bit of a challenging four-wheel drive situation, and they were there with a number of other vehicles, and we got them through the muddy bit, and they decided to join us. So they're going to come out on the walk with us today, which is really, really good. And we're looking forward to a sunny day and good walk.
Good morning, everyone. We are
Morning.
up bright and early this morning, and you'll notice that we're wearing our high-vis shirts. We've actually decided to join our friends.
Well, we got invited, to be fair.
Yeah, well, our rescuers.
We've been adopted.
Yep. But we're joining them for a section of the walk this morning. So we're walking north from Ooodnadatta, and we're just leaving Ooodnadatta now.
An absolute cracker of a day.
It is. Yeah. Have you ever joined any other walks before?
No, this is the first one. We're very privileged.
Yeah.
You're our first joinees.
Yeah, righto.
Well, hopefully you get lots more.
Were you going to say victims there, Matt? You're our first victim.
We'd like to think you can get more.
Be well.
Yeah. So the squirrels use them.
It's very gluey. Yeah, I'm going to go over here too. Greg's staying in the glue. Oh, we're all in this. Oh gosh, she's totally sinking. And here comes the vehicle, or a vehicle.
Walk on top of the
We do not want to walk through that. There's quite a few little hazards here. So sorry, plant life. It's still really sinky.
That's my natural element, this mud.
We noticed that Greg was carrying this baton, so we asked him to tell us about it.
So this is a replica of a police, what we used to call a rubber billy club, but it's a police truncheon, or the early days of a police truncheon, and it's made up with the timbers from each Australian state and territory. So there's 8 woods, and each piece of wood is representative of the different states and territories of Australia, from the AFP Sergeant's Mess.
So we've just passed the Afghan grave, and one of the interesting pieces of history about this area out here is their Afghan camel herders who came through a couple of 100 years ago, and of course those camels are all now feral and wandering around in the desert. We haven't actually seen any wild camels since very early in our trip. We saw some around Normanton, but we haven't seen any in Central Australia. Maybe we'll see some today. So we've been walking for about an hour, done 5 kilometres, so we're setting a pretty good pace today, or the guys are setting a good pace. I'm trying to keep up. And the way that they walk is there are 2 walkers, and then they have to have a support vehicle in front and behind. So we've got, I think, Pete there, I'm not sure, given that we've got the dog. G'day, girl. So the 2 walkers that we've been walking with are going to change out with the 2 drivers. Nigel and I have decided to keep walking for the next hour, for another 5 kilometres. So definitely get our 10,000 steps in today. And we've got some different people to chat to. And the stories, oh my gosh, that we've been hearing, yeah, quite moving stories. I feel very privileged to be out here walking today.
Oh, woofer.
And Sabre.
And Sabre. Good girl.
Yes.
So Matt's flying the drone and Sabre's going absolutely crazy, chasing the drone around.
What's that?
he's up.
Like a piece of banana cake?
I wouldn't say no, thank you.
So I've kind of got to my limit of walking today. I've jumped in the car with Pete and Misty. Where'd she go? Where's Misty? She must be going to come around the other side. I've usurped her front seat. She probably doesn't love me. Nigel's still walking with the other guys. Oh, here she is. Hey, Misty. We enjoyed a drink and a chat around the fire, and then the next morning we said farewell to our new friends.
Hopefully we'll see you down the track. Hope to see you on camera.
Good to see you, Sue. Thanks very much for the walk yesterday. Great effort. Hope the flies don't get too bad. So, bud, take care. All the best for you.
Thanks, Nigel.
Enjoyed your company.
Thanks, mate.
Likewise, mate. Yeah.
Look forward to watching your channel.
All the best, Nigel.
I started watching last night.
Good to meet you, mate.
Yeah, it's
Got me
cool.
excited.
Yeah, it's good production, yeah.
Yeah.
Clean up after the dog, sorry mate.
Unbelievable.
Quick. Good.
Say, mate.
There you go.
We hope you've enjoyed this episode. Join us next time when we drive the Ooodnadatta Track from Ooodnadatta to Maree, following the historic Garn train line. We take an incredible scenic flight and find an epic spot to wild camp for the night. Thanks for watching. See you next time.